Hey guys, it's Nicole, and I'm going to do a process video for you guys using my current Studio Calico kit, and it's the kit that I added a bunch of scraps to. So in order to bulk up the kit a little bit, I forced myself to use some of my scrap stash. So anyway, so that's why you'll see a lot of papers that weren't part of the original kit. So I kind of have a general layout, an idea of what I want to do here. This is the Dear Lizzie paper that came in the kit, and I'm going to use a black and white polka dot side. And let me pull this aside here. I just pulled some items just to see if that's where I wanted to go with it, and I think it is. So I have this. It's a white with a black polka dots. So I'm going to go ahead and get this strip cut off there. And the theme of this kit, with the stamp and the embellishments, was creative based, if that makes sense. So the stamp says live creatively, and what I did, and this is a nice tip because it's really helped me, is I went ahead and just got a stamping block and put the stamp that came with the kit on the block, and so it just is there inside my bucket with my kit. So I'm more apt, unless if it's sitting there in its package, it's extra work to get it out of the package, and so I just put it on the block and kept it on it so that it just kind of becomes almost like an embellishment. I still have to get the ink out and stuff, but I have that at my fingertips as well. But this just, I guess, encourages me to use it a little bit more. So I have that. So then there was this embellishment called Make, and this is what kind of encouraged me to find photos that fit that theme. And so I always have pictures of, my business is very craft related and creative related, and my girls are always crafting or creating something. So it wasn't hard to find pictures at all to go. So what I did is I pulled this photo of me on the first day that I opened my business, and it's a craft store. So I thought that would be a nice thing to document, and I eventually want to make a mini album out of it, but I had lots of these kinds of photos, so I thought I would get this documented, and so I did want to get this used up, and so this kind of gave me a starting point. So I knew I was going to add gold in, which worked out perfect because like this gold ribbon I had pulled and added to the stash. Well, it's not a scrap. Technically, it's something I've had in my stash for a long time, and I want to get it used. It's very business related. It's a receipt, so that worked out really perfect. So that will go on there, and then get those blues and golds in there, I just started adding from my kit to kind of get started, and then I'll add to it as I feel needed, as I feel I need to. And so I think what I'm going to start off doing is kind of figuring out where I want things. I think I want this receipt kind of as a background over in this corner here, and I need to find a rub-on tool. I'm sure I have one somewhere. Hopefully it's handy. That'll work. It's a bone folder, but that'll work. Hopefully it's still good. Sometimes rub-ons don't go on real great after you've had them for a while, but I think Jenny Bolen's are usually pretty good. Yep, looks good. I'm going to go and cut off this black topping here so I don't accidentally rub that on too. Okay. So I think I'm going to want this kind of up here. And this was a scrap I had pulled at Studio Calico, and this is the other side, but I think I wanted just to get this tangerine color in there, and I think, and it kind of pulls in some of those brighter colors up here. I think I'm going to start with that. I think I want this. I don't know if I want to cut, well, let's see. Just kind of figure out, just kind of start the layering process with the papers in the background. And I know I want to use, this was, I had pulled in some leftover border strips, And so I know I want to get that blue in there because I'm going to want to get this in there. And they're the same color of blue. And so I think I'm going to do that. And I want to get some more of the gold in there as well. And so I think these are going to kind of be my, my base bottom of the layout there. So now I kind of have this empty space here, which actually doesn't look too bad, but I think that might be a good place for this guy here. Let's see. Maybe. And I'll probably journal not about just the items that are handmade, but about making, here, there we go. I like that actually. I like having some of that show underneath. But I'll probably also journal about, you know, creating my own business and all that's entailed with that. So, you know, I had pulled this guy here and it's the same blue, or very close. It might be a tad different, but if it's not right next to it, it'll be fine. And I wanted to use this up, but I was trying to kind of do this thing, but it's not, I mean, you can see what it says, but it's not ideal. It's a little, it cuts it off a little bit. So I think what I'm going to do is do it this way, which fits perfectly, and then I'm just going to trim this off. And then I'm going to use that as a layering section underneath the photo. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to make that commitment and just cut it. I can always use that on another page. I'm going to glue it down just so it's not coming apart. Okay. And this is an old We Are Memory Keepers frame, and I couldn't tell you which line it was from. It was a really cute line, and I think I still have quite a bit of that line left, but oops, trying to not make it crooked here. Okay, so there's what it looks like. And I was thinking, so I'm going to have to close it over a little bit, about having that there. Except I'm not a huge fan of that pattern underneath. I think I'd rather have the polka dot. So, actually it's not bad. You can read it pretty well. Get this there a little bit. Oh. So here's what I'm looking at. I think I like that. I do. I like that a lot. Okay. So here's what I'm looking at just to get things started here. I like how that looks. I like the that's what I'm looking for. Don't you hate that when a word just like leaves your head? I have enough flat layers and I have some layers that rise up a little bit. The texture of the layout I'm happy with because it's a good mix so far. Of course, I'm not done. I'm still going to have embellishments and other things to add to it, but I'm happy with this so far. So I'm going to go ahead and start laying stuff down. I am going to, I just don't want to forget what I got going on here. So I'm going to just put this down and get this rub-on done here. Okay. Try to get it straight. And it's going to be a real subtle, like because of the busy pattern of the paper, it's going to be a pretty subtle image once it's all done, but I think it's going to add just that little fun gold touch to the page. I have not done a rub-on in a long time, you guys, and I see they're really starting to come out with a lot more of them again, so I'm wondering if they're going to kind of come back into popularity a little bit. Well, I think Jenny Boland's been continuing to do them. I don't think she's the one that's gotten away from doing them. Oh, must not be doing it hard enough here. Okay. Let's see. sometimes they're really easy and sometimes they take a little time, which this one's taking a little bit. Here. Oh, now that just went crooked. There we go. Good enough. Like I said, I've had these, oh goodness, I've had these for a while, so no, I'm just going to forget that line there. I'm not using the right tool either, although anything like this should work, but there we go. Oops. But I'm probably not going to see anyway, so I'm not real worried about that one. Okay, so that's really cute. Happy with how that turned out. Empty my trash can. Okay, so let's move this stuff back up here and start gluing stuff down. Get things set back up here so I don't. I make sure. I think I'm going to move this over a little bit. No, I think I want this coming out this way. Now that I have that here. Amazing how quickly you can forget the way you had it there. Okay, I think this was up here. Okay. Get that right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get this, oh, actually, no, I need to glue this down first here. Got my border strip here. Oh. Oh, come on. Must have been one I took off and put back on, and I didn't put on quite evenly, so it stuck to the. Let me just cut it here. It's here. I want that pink to show. Okay, got a little bit of that showing underneath. It's not quite 12 by 12, but that'll be okay. And then, I can't remember if this is Teresa Collins. I can never remember if they have adhesive on them or not. Let me try it out here. Don't think so. Nope, okay. Okay. Shown there. All right. Then I think I got that there. And this here. Okay. I feel like I'll go up a little bit with that, don't I? Oh, come on. My picture, I think I want up a little bit more. There we go. Oops. Can't go up too far because I want that fun day to be on the pink and not on both, but there we go. I think that'll work. Okay. Now I'm contemplating if I should mount my photo at all, and I'm thinking no, to be honest with you. I think the colors around it are gonna pop it out just fine. Pop out the colors underneath, so I think we're fine. Okay, and then All right, so that is what I have so far. Oops. Give you a close-up of the rub on there. Okay, so now I can just kind of start embellishing, and I'll probably journal on there if that doesn't look too messy. We'll see what happens. I do have these guys here, and I'm going to go and they have to be fussy cut, so I'm going to go ahead and pause. Oh, I can't pause on this camera. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot I was using another camera. So I'm going to go and fussy cut some of these, and let me check something really fast. I lied, I can pause. Okay, I'm going to go and pause really fast and fussy cut some of these out. Sorry, I know you guys are laughing at me right now. I'm a novice. I'm going to cut some of these out that I want to use, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. I went in and cut out a bunch of them that I thought would work. I'm not going to probably use all of them, but it kind of gives me a little pile to choose from, and I can go from there. So I think I'm going to add in, I wanted to get some of this pinkish color over here a little bit. I think I'm just going to add in, this was another scrap that I had pulled, some just leftover corrugated paper, and I think I'm just going to pull some just over here just to kind of bring that color over here a little bit. And doesn't need a lot, just something to add in. And again, it adds a little bit more texture because this has a little bit of a raised embossed look too, so that will bring some of that look over a little bit. That raised look anyway. Okay. I also really wanted to use up some of these gold labels, again, because I feel like they're work related. And I just like how it looks. I think I'm going to just layer it like that. I think I'm kind of liking it on top here. And it also kind of, I think, goes well because this is on top of the photo and it kind of pulls something over here that's also on top of the photo. So make sure you guys can see okay. Alright, so I think I'm going to grab some of my embellishments, and I have a few. I'll show you what I pulled to kind of pull from. I'm not saying this is going to be it, but I have these flags. I don't know about those. I really wanted to use some of these arrows because it has the blue and the pink in there. And I pulled these guys. When I say pulled, I mean I just took them, kind of created my own smaller kit out of my main kit just to limit myself even a little bit more. I'd like to use those. And I have this little sticker that says me, so I want to get on that on there somewhere. And possibly these feathers. I'm not for sure if that will be worked into this one or not. I think I might have enough gold as it is. So I'm going to do some embellishing and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've done a little embellishing. I'm not quite done, completely done, but I just wanted to show you my process for adding these embellishments. Excuse me. So here, I really wanted to get that me on here because this layout was very much going to be about accomplishing my dream and very personal page. So I got that me sticker from, I think it's Studio Calico. And then I went ahead and added 2 of those gold little cutouts there. This one says dream, this one says vision. And from this sheet here, I used up these guys and the rest of these stars and then some of these banners. And I added in some of that yellow and the green that I hadn't added in, and it's all in this frame, so I think it looks perfect with that color. So here I have an arrow and then one of the stars, and then I have the 3 banners here, and then up here I layered 2 of those little tabs, another arrow, and then 3 of the stars. And then I had this I'd added to the kit, and I just grabbed the light yellow button from that and put that there. So now what I want to do is I want to get some more things sprinkled yet. And I have some sequins, but I think instead of sequins, I want to try to use up some of these gold stars, these rub-ons. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I don't know if I've ever used Studio Calico rub-ons before, so I think I'm just going to, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, depending on the company, but I just want to, sometimes you have to cut them out. Let me see. I think we'll be okay. Just gonna like place them. Oh, that's good. Except the other one kind of came off on it, so I think I am going to cut them out. Sometimes you can do that and sometimes you can't. It just depends on the company and the way that they make their rub-ons. Sometimes it takes a lot of work to get them on the paper, and that is sometimes good because then the other ones don't accidentally come off. But then sometimes if they're kind of along the easier side of rubbing on, then if you press anything even lightly on the paper, then you're going to have it coming off. So I'm going to just cut these out and at least do two different rows, and then I can just pull up the paper as I go, and I just cut off part of that guy. So we'll just skip that one. Now where did I put my, there it is, okay. So I'm just going to just put these around, just pull the paper back if I can here, and just place them around randomly in my little embellishment. Oh, that didn't work out so well. Okay, let's try this here. I'm struggling. Okay. They're really close together, which makes it really hard to do it this way. So I probably should just cut them apart and call it good, but I think one here. Oops. See, that just stuck to my finger. So you have to be careful with some of these. They're nice to rub on, but then they're also easy to ruin. So, okay. Okay. Let's see here. Let's try this. I'm just going to cut them apart. I just can't. Like they fit a lot in, and I suppose if some people just like rub them on as a row, that's easy, but okay. Let's see. I don't know if I want any down here or not. I think I might just do one down here just to kind of give it this look. Actually. Okay. The paper sticks. Sorry guys, I hope this isn't too boring. I know I'm getting kind of long here. Let's try that one. Let's do one more up here. And this last one maybe over here. All right. Now I think I'm going to grab some of Heidi Swapp's Gold Lame Mist, if I can find it quickly here. Otherwise I'll pause and look for it. I didn't pull it for the kit, but I'm going to give myself the freedom to make changes as needed. Where did you go? Unless, let's see here. pause it real fast, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, so I couldn't find my Gold Lame spritzer. I need to reorganize my mist because I tried something and I'm not a fan of it. So I need to, you know, sometimes you just have to play with it in a certain way and figure out if it works for you. So I'm not for sure where it's at. I'm sure it's probably sitting here right in front of me. And that's okay. I don't know that I need to mist. What I went ahead and did was I had these itsy bitsy flags from DCWV, and I felt like I needed to have some, I know I have the banners here, but I felt like I needed some more banners or flags because of the focus on my ceiling. And so I went ahead and just added in these here, these up here, and then these over here. So just a few more little added touches to the layout. And I think I'm not going to journal here. I think it's going to be too hard to read. I'm going to go ahead and journal on here, and I'll just do that last. So I think I'm pretty darn close to being done. I don't see really anything that I need to add too much or change besides the journaling. So I am going to journal really fast, take one more quick look at all the supplies that I have surrounding me, make sure I'm good to go, and then I'll be right back to show you the final product. Thank you. Alright, I'm done. I've journaled, and I think I decided, well, I know I decided not to add any more details. I think I'm good to go, and I'm happy with how it turned out. So I'll show you real close up here real quick, and try to anyway there. Here we go. There's how it turned out, and thanks for, I guess, enjoying this process with me, and sorry if it gets kind of long, but I'm going to go ahead and get this cleaned up and try to do another layout. So we'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.